What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Arabesque. As always, big thank you to Chafic. The next tune from 1982 is A New Sensation. So, this is a simple phrase and more or less straightforward, but there's a lot of meaning in it, right? Because a sensation, something which affects your senses, and of course, that could be one or more senses, it could be sight and sound, it could be touch and emotion, it could be all of those things combined, something that is really immersive, audio, visual, even olfactory, something which is striking, and that you're calling new means it is something you have up until this point not known or experienced. So in that regard, there's a flood of sensory data that will be coursing through your mind and your physiology, your body more generally. So the idea of a new sensation, there's a heightened significance to it because it might not only be incredible, enjoyable, pleasurable, but it is something which you are not familiar. So there's a novelty to it, there's an immediacy to it, that even if there's something you absolutely love, but you've experienced many, many times, that sensation may be very satisfying. It may initiate a dopamine release in your brain, but you know it. It's not something that's really going to surprise you or take you to some unexpected place, whereas a new sensation can do exactly that. Now, obviously, not all new sensations are pleasurable or even enjoyable, though it feels like this is going to head in that direction, the positive direction. So let's see what I can pick up on a first listen. This is Arabesque. The tune is A New Sensation, and it's from 1982. I do feel like the chorus really nails the essence of the song, and it is something novel, though it's in a category that is familiar to the narrator. She's saying, look, I've been in love before, but this is so much more. And thus it has become a new sensation with good vibrations, though also a new temptation. And she says at some point, like she's past the point of no return. So I guess she is acknowledging that there is risk here. There is a danger of falling, head over heels. And I think she's even saying that like every little word, or maybe those three words, I love you, from him, I'm just going to say him, they carry such significance that she's no longer fully in control. She's gone past the threshold where she could pull back. So again, she's saying it's very enjoyable and there's good vibrations and every little word means so much more than the universe, and she loves this sensation which goes beyond any feeling of love she's had before. But it is like she's saying, like, she's aware there is a possibility that this might not turn out well for her, or at least that it could be something where she's just along for the ride and can't clearly control it, which again, I reacted to a couple songs recently that talk about, love being something that you just can't get your hand around it. Like I think it was a Jennifer Rush tune that I reacted to last week where it's like, the more you try to control it, the more it slips through your fingers. So it sounds like this is that level of love where it's just driving her forward. But yes, at least in this moment, it sounds like it's a great sensation, good vibrations, and she is very much enjoying it. Sonically, it's a danceable tune. It's definitely got a danceable rhythm. I don't know if you'd call that disco. I feel like, disco pop somewhere in there is kind of the vibe I get. Once again, we have a nice string flourish, but I think my favorite part is the end of the verses leading into the chorus. There's that like brief moment where most all of the other instrumental parts go into a rest and the guitar flourishes with a bit of energy, a bit of, I don't know, wicked is the right word, but it has a bit of an attitude to it, and then it drops into the chorus, which I very much enjoy. So yeah, a grooving bass line. I love those string flourishes, which, they kind of flourish in a couple different ways, and I like how they play off of or in tandem with the vocal lines. But yeah, I do really love that guitar bit right as it leads into the chorus. So yeah, another fun tune from them. It's, I've said it all along that no matter which style they go for, whether it's like formally disco or, like a rock tune or like a danceable tune where it's like a kind of a pop track, they're always fun. They always have like nice vocals, and they always have an interesting take on love. And I've said it before, like, they're songwriters. They clearly like, they're doing love songs, but they're often in ways that are like imperfect, or they're taking a non-standard or non-straightaway look at it. And even here, where it is like, oh, this is so great, I love it, it's beyond anything I've known, again, with the temptation line and the, past the point of no return line, there's a bit of an angle on it where you can see like, ooh, this might not end up exactly where they want. So yeah, it's fun going through the material is what I'm saying. Once again, shout out to Chafic. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time. Peace.